Hey guys, so I'm finally getting around to doing our first grade curriculum. This is going to be Luke's curriculum. I did a video for Davis's, and I have included in Davis's video for the fourth grade curriculum also the electives. Now Davis and Luke are going to be sharing the electives, so I'm going to put the link up here so you can click on that if you want to check out our electives. So it's going to be up here in the corner. But for Luke, is what we're going to be doing is, to give you an idea, for his math, we are going to be using the rod and staff. Last year we used Horizon, and I've always used Horizons in the past, but this year we decided to try something different because we're doing CTC math online, and I've also done a video to kind of give you an idea of that, and there's a link up here if you want to check out that video. But we're doing that, and so to go along with that, because I feel it doesn't focus enough, it's great as like to fill in the areas, but I don't feel it focuses enough on addition, subtraction, and things like that really he needs going into being in first grade. We're doing this. Now, since we're coming out of Horizons and into this, is what I've done is I've kind of based it on what Luke knows. So I didn't start at the first of these books because they are pretty simple. As you can see, so we actually ended up starting on lesson, I want to say 30 something. So Luke is actually doing lessons starting around 30. So we're going to go play that by ear, and if I see he's struggling, then we're going to back it up. But for right now, he breezes through it, and we're doing subtraction, which he learned subtraction last year. So we're just basically recapping everything from last year at this point. So these are his workbooks, and then this is the teacher guide for that. Okay, and then for our science, we are using the Apologia Astronomy. Now this is the new astronomy book, and so far we have been absolutely pleased with it. The only thing is I wish they had the science kit that we could get, because there's some really cool activities here, and we're unable to do some of them because it refers to the science kit, and it is not ready yet. So I'm dying for this to get ready, but for right now, this is the book that we're using for him. And then here is his junior notebooking journal. Some of the stuff obviously is a little hard for him being in first grade, so I do help him, but he does a lot of this himself, and we have really enjoyed this. So there's that. For geography, we are doing the Evan Moore beginning geography, and what I've done is I have just ripped the pages out and put them in the binder because I end up tearing them out anyway because of the way it's designed. So we are doing that. It's pretty straightforward. It takes us maybe 5 minutes a day for his geography, and he looks forward to doing this. For our history, we are using the Story of the World, and we have the Ancient Times. We also have the book to go along with it. I do a lot of the oral with him, but we love doing the activities that it suggests. And then to go along with this, we do the recommended readings to give more in-depth learning on that. And then we also use this Evan Moore Ancient Civilization. So we do the activities out of here, and along with the suggested activities in the book to go along with this, and we are really enjoying this history study. We are also doing, for our spelling, we are doing Soaring with Spelling and Vocabulary Level 1. We like it. He is on week 4, I think, of this one, and so far so good. To give you an idea, you know, they have the word finds and things like that, so they focus each week on, you know, the 6 words, and so we do every day, we do activities that involve these words, and then at the end of the week we have a spelling test. So this is great. We're enjoying that, and once again, that is the Soaring with Spelling Level 1. We are doing, for our language arts, we are doing the first language lessons for the well-trained mind. I love this. I'll include a video at the end. Luke's been working on memorizing the first poem, and he did great. It looks like he's reading it out of the book, but he's not. He actually has it memorized. He was just looking down at the page to kind of see where he was at. It's a lot of repetitiveness, but it's working great. It's like the first week, you know, we've talked about a noun. So I'm reading the definition of the noun, and then he chimes in, and then he tries to repeat it. So he really likes this. Luke, do you like this?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, he really likes this book, so we're doing that. And then we're doing the daily 6-trait writing to kind of add more to this, because this is going to give us with our periods, exclamation points, topics, and things like that.
Here's my school.
That is your school. And so this is how this is. It's pretty easy, but it's enough for him. It's giving him what he needs for this. I wish I would have done this with my 4th grader when he was in 1st grade. So there is that. Definitely a keeper. Now, reading. We do different readings. I'm a big fan of the Bob books. We have done Bob books since last year. So as we finish one box, we go to the next box and the next box. And right now we're at the advanced. And I can't remember what comes after that, but I'm going to keep continuing to add those. But Luke is a huge comic book fan. He loves reading comics. And so we are slowly adding in this series, it's the Toon Books. And these are his read alouds. And they're really neat. They have the comic feel, and they're for beginner readers. We have a few of these. Highly recommend them if you have a little fan of comics, because it really keeps them reading. So we are using that. For our devotionals, we do a daily devotional and Bible study, and we've tossed around different ones, and we've recently discovered the Kids Devotional Bible. We do this daily, and every day the devotions are actually in the Bible. And so the weekend has a different one, but they can read the verse, and they read the story, they refer to the verses, so we can directly go to the verses, and then it asks them questions. And I use this with both my boys, and it's great. They are enjoying it, and I really like having this. Now, for Luke, the one thing, Davis is doing coding, the Minecraft coding, and I can't remember the name of it, but Davis is doing that as part of his computer learning. Well, Luke is too little for that, but Luke is wanting to learn the coding as well. So as part of his electives that you're not going to find in, obviously, Davis's 4th grade curriculum video, is we are going to be using the Scratch Junior with Luke. We've dove into some of it, and he loves this little program. So this is going to be Luke's computer this year, so we're looking forward to that. So that is basically what Luke's curriculum looks like. Once again, we have the huge stack here, but so far we have been pleased with every bit of it. If you have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comments below, and I'll answer those as soon as I can. Thank you. Hey, Loki, let's hear you say the caterpillar.
The caterpillar. Brown and furry, caterpillar on a hay. Take a walk to the shady leafy stalk. May no spot you. May the little waves pass by you. May spin and die, a butterfly.
To live
again, a butterfly.